What's up, guys? So today I want to talk to you about something that is so very interesting. I mean, it's interesting to me. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this video. So today's video is going to be about symptoms. Symptoms of what, you may ask? Symptoms of curses, symptoms of hexes, whatever you want to call it, symptoms of being haunted, symptoms of things of that nature, just symptoms. Symptoms of bad juju, we could go with. I know I talked to you guys about candle magic in the last video, so if you haven't seen that video, go and look at that video. It is very, 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 very interesting and very good knowledge to know. Everything that I talk about here is always going to be good knowledge. Good knowledge just to know. If you're not interested in this stuff, it does not hurt to know how to protect yourself, and it does not hurt to know how to, well, a little bit of knowledge about it. So, to begin with, there are many different candles, right? And that is one way to protect yourself from them, from fighting this stuff, right? How I said in my other video, I said that there is different categories, right? And there are. But how do you know when to use these works? Or how do you know when to be on your guard because something doesn't seem right? First of all, to begin with, if something doesn't seem right, your intuition that is not unlocked, first of all, is already telling you something because your intuition is still there whether it's unlocked or not. Whenever you feel like something is not okay or something is off in one way or another, it is always going to be a message. It is always going to be the beyond telling you, hey, this is not how it's supposed to be going, or this is not what's supposed to happen, or this is not right. Most of us ignore that feeling. Most of us don't care for that feeling and just like, you know, it's just me making things up. No, honey, no. It is not made up. We get messages from the angels from the beyond all the time, whether it's repeated numbers, whether it's random thoughts that pop into your head and you don't know where they came from, whether it's a weird occurrence in your day or something like that, or something keeps repeating in your day and you just don't know why. Those are messages. I repeat, those are messages. We're always being communicated with. We're always guided. We're always taken care of. Whether we let them take care of us, it's on us. But I will tell you that everything is free will. But don't be fooled. I did say everything is free will, but do not be fooled, because when it comes to the bad and the good will ask you for permission to help you, right? They will always ask you for permission. If you don't give that consent, they're not going to help you. But this is where people get it wrong. The only thing you're blocking yourself off of when you don't believe in this stuff, because you know how they say if you believe in it, you are giving it power. You're wrong. You're wrong in one and two ways. Okay, to clarify something as well, you're wrong and you're right at the same time. Yes, you are giving it power if you believe in it, but no at the same time. No, because the only way you're giving it power is if you're afraid of it. Whether you think it's your imagination or it's not your imagination, let me tell you, it is there. And the harm that it's going to do it. It's not going to ask you. Whether you believe in it or not, it's not going to ask you to hurt you. Only the good will ask for permission to help you, and the bad will always push on and do whatever it wants. Think about it, guys. Why do you think that whenever it comes to bad things, they just keep happening, or they just happen? Because they're not going to ask you, hey, you know, let me screw you up. Do you give me permission? Or let me come into your home. Do you give me permission? To an extent, you can let them in yourself, but at the same time, they can come into your home regardless whether they want to or whether you want to or you don't want to, right? Whether you give it permission or you don't give it permission, they will find a way to come into your home. And I know this by experience because I do this for a living and I've had many experiences. Maybe one of these days I'll tell you guys a story because I have a ton. If you guys want to hear that, comment on my comments and let me know whether you want to hear these stories, or you want to hear just things that have happened to me, right? But back to that, they're never going to ask you for permission to harm you. They're just going to do it. And this is where we need to know our symptoms. Now, to begin with, your very first symptom, and this is about curses. I will try to cover a good range of them, but let's start with curses. Curses, to begin with. One of the most common things that people do not know that is a symptom of curse is sleep paralysis. And now, you know, there are other videos that people talk about, oh, sleep paralysis is this, sleep paralysis is this. Let me tell you, I know what it is, and I know that some of those people don't know what they're talking about. Why do I know what it is? Because I've experienced it firsthand, because I know things that those people have not unlocked. I know things that people are still trying to unlock. And I have higher connections for some reason, and I know what that reason is, and this is the reason why I'm doing these videos as well. But I know things, and sleep paralysis, don't be fooled. It's not just a figment of your imagination. It's not just you woke up in the middle of a dream. No, it's not that. Sleep paralysis is actually very dangerous. These things that are attacking you are actual spirit demons that are trying to attack you and consume you and fill you with fear, because they need to feed off of your negative energy that you put out when you're afraid. That's why I say, do not be afraid, because there's nothing to fear. Fear to these things is like power to, let's say, it's like fear to these things. It's like when Thor picks up his hammer and it gives them that strength. That's what it is. So do not fear this stuff. If anything, tell it to screw off, or even worse. I've said even worse to these things, but I'm not going to say it here. Going to censor it a little bit. So sleep paralysis is a very, very big symptom of being cursed. Or, and I say or because sometimes sleep paralysis can be two things. Sleep paralysis can be either your family member or a dead relative is coming back to visit you, or there's a spirit that's trying to communicate with you for some reason. And this is the way that they can do it. That we can't see them, or other people can't see them the way that gifted people can. So whenever they approach people who aren't open, or don't have a third eye that's open, or don't have gifts from God or whatever, right? They try to approach us in this form. And this form is very scary. I will say so. It is very scary because it's not something that we're used to. We don't know what it is, but I'm here to tell you what it is. It is either a family member visiting you, or someone sent you a dead spirit, an entity, to screw with your life, because there are candle works that will screw with your life. This black candle, if you prepare it to screw with someone's life, you can send darkness to that person. You can send evil spirits to that person. But at the same time, this candle right here is also a very powerful weapon that God left us to fight these bad things. Do not be fooled. Do not be fooled. So sleep paralysis, a very big symptom. So if you guys have sleep paralysis and you guys want to clarify and find out if it is that or if it's not, message me on my Instagram. It's raphaelsinsights, the same as my YouTube channel. So if you look me up, add me, follow me, DM me, whatever you want to do, okay? If any of these symptoms relate to you, contact me fast, because I can help you. And I promise you this stuff will stop if you just trust me, because that's what I'm here to do. Anyways, continuing on. Another symptom that is a really big symptom of being cursed or being hexed or whatever you want to call it is all of a sudden getting really sick. Let's say to an extent you get sick from one day to another. Like say you were fine the day before, but all of a sudden you can't walk. And you just don't know why, because you didn't fall or you didn't hurt yourself, and the doctors can't find out why you can't walk. Well, let me tell you that is a big symptom of being hexed, because with hexes, you can give sicknesses to people, or you can send evil spirits to them, and spirits, the way they pass on this sickness is when you're asleep, they will touch you, and they can give you the sicknesses they had when they were alive. These evil spirits or demons or whatever comes to you, right? Or another thing is, if you're gifted like this one right here, you can give people sicknesses with just the energy that you pushed with your hands. It is not something that I do. It's not something that I want to do. I only help. I can heal with my hands and I can give sicknesses with my hands, but I will never, ever in a million years cause harm to anyone because I am here to help. Now, so what do you do if you're in this situation? You contact me, you go to someone who is spiritual, but do not be fooled because there's a lot of people who don't know what they're doing and they could harm you or not. So when this is happening to you and you go from being sick, being okay to being sick all of a sudden, and the doctors can't find out why it is, honey, let me tell you that you're cursed. You're very, very cursed, and it's a very strong thing, and it's going to take a while to remove it because this has been going on for a while. This person has been trying to do this to you for a while, and it finally hit. You never finish nothing with just one job. It can be possible that if I do this one work right here, and this is to shut up your enemies, if I do this work to shut up your enemies, it is possible that it'll work like this in the first work, but to be realistic with you, it goes from 3 to 6 jobs, depending on the strength of the person, depending on the strength of the entity, depending on whatever, right? So if this hits you, it's because it was been worked on for a long time, and it hit you so hard, and then they sent you this to you. But fear not. This person right here can help you. He can remove everything that's wrong with you, if it comes down to that. That was symptom number 2. Symptom number 2 is just getting sick all of a sudden, and the doctors don't know what it is. Or the doctors keep telling you have something that you just don't feel like you have. So we'll just put getting sick all of a sudden with no explanation or nothing, right? Okay, so the next one is dropping things. Like say you get this candle, right? Or you know what? Let me go with something very, very powerful. This candle is a candle against all harm. It is against envious people, sicknesses, demons, any bad entities or any negative energy, right? Say you get this candle and you're thinking, oh my God, like something doesn't feel right. I know there's something wrong. I'm gonna get this candle right here, and it slips and it falls and it breaks. Honey, you're cursed. Why did that happen? In Spanish, they're known as trabas. You get stuck because there's the bad entity or the bad energies do not want you to help yourself. Honey, you are cursed. And I won't just use this example. I'm not just gonna say when you go for help, right? Let's say that you're just at home and you're not a clumsy person. Even if you are a clumsy person, doesn't matter, okay? If you're not a clumsy person and you start dropping things like cups start falling and you just can't seem to hang on to anything, honey, you are cursed. Someone, an enemy of yours, or someone who just didn't like the way you looked at them, because most of the time you'll be surprised who it is who did it to you. And I do get visions of the person that does this harm to you, but sometimes, it's not 100% sure, because yes, I get visions and I know my visions are correct, but at the same time, you can never be you can never really be sure if you don't see it with your own eyes. So it's just something to keep to yourself, right? Oh, this person did this to me, so I'm gonna watch out for this person, right? So I'll give you an example. I had a client who I was doing this work for them, right? And I told them, put this in their house because this demon, this entity wanted to take the soul of the baby that they had, right? So I told them to put this protection in their home, but as they were putting it, they dropped it. And then she was like, oh my God, I don't know why that happened. I've never been this clumsy. I'm not a clumsy person. I never drop things. Honey, that's a curse. There's something there, whether it was sent to you or there's something there that attached to you which cursed you by its own energy. Another thing to keep in mind of, words have power. If you are having a really bad time, you can curse yourself, right? If you're having a really bad day, if you're having a really bad year, you can curse yourself. It is true, you can curse yourself. Other people can curse you without them even knowing they cursed you. Family members can curse you without them even knowing they cursed you. Words have power. What you say, like say an example, if you were happy one day and then all of a sudden you had this like really bad luck and you were like, oh my God, like why did this happen? Oh, it's never gonna. This never happens to me. Oh, I'm having such a shitty day. Tomorrow's gonna be the same. Guess what, honey? You just cursed yourself. Tomorrow you're gonna have the same day. Words have power. Words have power. It is not. It is not a joke. Words do have power. And say you're having a fight with a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a friend or something, and they say, you know what? I hope the worst thing happens to you that can possibly happen. And like magic, it happens. Whether it happens then or it happens in a few months. They just cursed you. Words have power. Believe me. I know what I'm saying. I speak by experience. So, another thing, so that was symptom number 3. Symptom number 3 was dropping things, right? Now, symptom number 4. Symptom number 4 is spiritual bracelets. Spiritual bracelets that you keep buying for protection, but for some reason, they just keep ripping. They don't even last you a couple of days. They won't last you a week. Maybe they'll last you a week, but that's about it. These bracelets usually last for months. And they just can't seem to stop just ripping and breaking, and you have to keep replacing them. Honey, I repeat, you are cursed. You are definitely cursed. And it is not by a job, it is by envy. You have the evil eye curse. The evil eye curse is just people who are envious of you, and they're sending you negative energy. Why? They're cursing you without them even knowing. It's like I said, they're saying, oh, you know what, I hope this person just has the worst day ever, blah, 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 right? That is a curse with words. That is evil eye curse, right? That is your symptom number 4. Symptom number 4 would be that. So, symptom number 5. Symptom number 5 would be pain in your joints. Why do I say your joints? Well, let's get specific. You get headaches often. You have knee pain. You have ankle pain, feet pain. You have pain on your wrists, and you just don't know why. Honey, you are cursed. You are very cursed. The reason that happens is because your hands dominate a lot of energy. Your hands, what do I use my hands for? To heal and put in energy into my work and to do a lot of things with my hands. Why? Because my hands are where the energy concentrates. Your knees are also one of those spots. Your feet are also one of those spots. They concentrate energy and they pick up that energy. What happens when you're cursed? The evil energy tries to concentrate in one area and you start feeling pain in certain places. You are cursed, and it's not by sickness. It's just that things are going bad every day and you just don't know why, and you're also getting pain and all this. And that's another symptom. You just can't seem to have good days, or you just can't seem to have anything go right in your life. And it's been happening for months, or it just doesn't seem to change. You just don't know why. There's something off. There's something wrong. Honey, you are cursed. You're very cursed. Whenever things are just going wrong and you just don't understand why, you just don't know what's going on, you don't know why it won't stop going wrong, you're cursed. That is a really big symptom of you being cursed. Because what does the bad want when they come to you? To destroy your life, to hurt you, to the extreme, because I have dealt with this too, to depress you, because they can't consume your soul until you're dead. So they try to ruin your life in every aspect. And this can be from people sending this stuff to you, or this can be from something that you were already kind of sad and something just attached to you, because it does happen very often. Sometimes the people who are depressed is not their feelings. They're being made to feel like this. Sometimes the people who are having a shitty life is not because of that's just their luck. No, honey, you are cursed and there's something attached to you. There's so many symptoms. Another thing that can be a symptom is feeling uncomfortable in your house. When you feel uncomfortable in your own home, or you feel like there's something weird, you can't be in the darkness for some reason. You can't sleep at night. You can't seem to get good sleep. You feel very uncomfortable in your own home. You feel like there's something off, right? That is the big key. When you feel like there's something off and you just don't know why. That is a very big key that you are cursed. And that is your symptoms. And I'm sure there's a lot more, but those are your main ones that usually occur. If you have any symptoms of that kind, message me and I promise you, I can help you. I can help you with anything that's going on in your life. Everything can be worked on. And most of the time, I'll tell you right now, most of the time, people pass away and think, oh, that was just God doing it. No, honey. God is not here to take your soul in the form of this dramatic disaster, honey. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I say this. I've had this experience. My grandmother passed away for a couple minutes. She's old and she's not 100% healthy. But she passed away in this really weird way. Like she was fine. She was completely fine. And then she went to visit this person's house, which was haunted. And it was haunted by something more of a demon-like thing. This demon he has like kind of like a dog face, and he's very skinny. He's very like skeletal. It's a really interesting thing. I had never seen a demon like that one. There's a bunch of different ones. So this thing pretty much took her life. But as soon as I found out, you know what I did? I used my gift of sending protection, my gift of sending light. I sent her light through my hands all the way to wherever she was, in a different city, in a different state, wherever she was. I sent her light. I knew what was going on was not her. And I tell you why. I'm gonna post a picture, and you're gonna see this picture as to why, and you're gonna see what I see in it. Because I captured it after I cleansed her. I cleansed her because I knew that what had happened was not God. There was this thing that tried to claim her soul. There was this thing that tried to take her because it wanted her, because she was weak. And this happens to a lot of old people. And it's sad, but you know what? This is why God sent me here. This is why God put me on this earth. He told me exactly, his own mouth told me, God, that I am his angel and I am here to do the help that people need. I'm here to help people. And that is exactly why I'm here. That is exactly what I'll continue doing. So once I knew that there was something wrong and this is not God taking her, I did a work, and this was the work that I did. The hand of God, the powerful hand of God. The powerful hand of God. I did this work for her, and it turned black, completely black, where you couldn't see anything, right? But this wasn't all that I did. I cleansed her as well with an egg. And I didn't do it in person. I did it by picture, because pictures are very powerful too. You can connect to people's energies through those pictures. And I cleansed her. And in that cleanse, the egg blew up so crazy, and it looked like a bomb just exploded. The fire went crazy up, and it went, it's crazy. And I think I still have the video, so I could possibly show you guys what it looked like. Or I have a lot of other videos, and I'll show you what it could possibly look like, and I'll put it in there. So in this cleanse, it exploded, but that wasn't where I saw the thing. I got a name. I know who did this to her, because this was not just something that happened. This is something that someone had against her. So I cleansed her, and this thing manifested on her picture, and right away it proved to me there was something there that was not meant to be there. So if you are in this kind of situation, contact me. I don't charge very much for helping people. I don't charge very much, but I will help help you in whatever situation you're in. And if I don't know how to help you, you best believe that I will go here to find out. You best believe that I will go up there and talk to them to find out how to help you. Do not be afraid. You can't believe that the darkness is stronger than the light. It's not. And I will never believe in that. So I hope you guys don't believe in that too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys like and subscribe and comment any messages that you want to comment. If this has happened to you, if you have any questions about anything, I will respond. I am here to help. I am, as God told me himself, I am his angel, and this is why I have these gifts. So I'm here to help. And if you need the help, I will forever be here. I'm at your service. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you like and subscribe. And I hope you follow me on all my other social medias. Thank you guys. Bye.